think the worst is over. When it rains, it pours. This is your national weather forecast for today, rest of today. Everything should returns back to its normal color in just a few minutes. Mother Nature decided to burp a little bit. I don't know why she's crying, but I'm sure there's a reason why. Yes, it was. It was running down the side of the sidewalk, but we can hear Mahalia Jackson singing Amazing Grace. A man, a woman, and a child.
Amazing grace,
Yes.
how sweet the sound.
Yes,
Hey,
yes.
didn't Mahalia Jackson, isn't she the one that made Taffy up in Gatlinburg?
No, that's the wrong one, Frodo. The worst is over. You can come out under the rug now.
Aunt Mahalia's Taffy, I swear I've had it up there.
Ain't my heels tapping.
Right there near where that sock's being darned.
Okay, I need to see tomorrow's paper.
Let's see who's calling in, maybe to tell us it's raining outside. Ella, maybe? And Frodad, you're live on Whoop.
Welcome back, Matador.
He's not wearing his headphones. He doesn't know you're talking to him. Wait a minute.
I'm on the list two
Yes,
roads.
I do. I can hear anything.
Uh-huh.
I'm on the list two roads that might be flooded for people. That one that goes up by Brady High School is flooded, and one around the boys' club is flooded.
Oh boy!
Well, I believe it's flooded over at Matador's house, too.
Don't say that, Flo. Don't say that. Well, you in the low line too, so you get the blues too. So
I just thought I'd report that to you, Fro Daddy.
Hey,
I'm glad you did, Bullet.
They got a pool over there where you're at?
No, but it's just about to have one here if it keeps raining.
I was going to say, well, you could just dig a hole out there, and every time it rains, we could all come over and get some inner tubes and float around, drink some cold beer.
I think it's done come to a conclusion.
We was out to get together.
Okay.
All right, then. We were supposed to go over to the Moores, Debbie and Ron Moore, when they go out of town again.
I don't think they're going out of town, are they?
I don't know. I thought you were supposed to watch their pool.
I do. I just come out this morning. And I tell you what, every time I get them clean, it comes a storm. It's working me to death.
Hey, do they have a diving board over there?
Yeah.
You mean, is it big enough for Ron to do a cannonball off of?
I don't know about him, but Matador could.
Oh, yeah. Well, hell, he
boy.
could do it off anything. He could do it off of somebody's
Well, you could.
fingernail file.
Yeah, they got a diving board.
Well, hell, we and him get over there and do some double gainers.
Well, yeah. Sure.
All right, Bullet.
Okay, it's good.
See you. Bye-bye. Well, it's raining bullets out there, Matador. Speaking of bullets, my door's the light flashing, or am I getting ready to pass out?
Well, I think it's you about ready to fall out. Are you just having flashbacks from being under the weather? I think you're gonna be all right, Frodo. Just hang in there till it's
All right.
it's gonna be over. Oh, there it is. It ain't none of your eyes playing tricks on you. It's really happening.
Okay, good, because I was afraid I was
Lord, I think
having flashbacks.
Well, you know, my power went out
Age knowledge.
again last night.
You know what? Matador, that's funny, because somebody said they heard that the Charter Cable called you and you hung up on them, and then
You did that, didn't you?
Cleveland Utilities called and you hung up on them.
Yeah.
And apparently they were on to you stealing electricity from that Mexican.
Well, I
next
didn't do
door.
it, by God. They stole my bikes, and that was just enough to just complete me. Just
What'd you do? Re-hotwire your power down to hook it up to your bicycle when you go to bed in case they try to steal it? It'll
I'll
shock
tell
'em.
you about how quick they react.
Who?
In 2 hours, I had my pole back up and everything.
I think you went to some illegal Mexican. I don't
And
believe that's
after
illegal.
they had stole my bike, that's when I turned emergency in.
Mm-hmm.
But it was to fix my electrical pole.
Right.
And then they had to cut the power off in the house, which was a very dull moment, homie. And but 2 hours later, thanks to their quick thinking, they had me back on the road in just a matter of moments.
Well, we've got the excitement today of the two different warnings. We got a warning that issued till 2:30, and then we had another one that they issued again on this second batch till 3:30. But we got about 17 minutes. The official thunderstorm warning will be over. Of course, you never can tell. You could still get another one.
Now, let's not talk it up now. Behave yourself.
Okay, sorry I just mentioned that. I just got a new warning from the Cleveland-Bradley County Emergency Medical Association.
They said.
Are you taking your teeth out again? That is really nasty.
Yeah, thank you. But I had a
You didn't give me time to zoom up my camera on you.
Had a thorn
I
in
don't
it.
think anybody's even watching this, so I guess I won't worry about it. I love the way I can hear them clicking around.
Well,
I can remember my grandmother's doing
was
that.
because I got two little beaver teeth holding them. Okay, come on.
Cleveland Bradley County EMA severe storm warning for Bradley County now has been issued until 4 p.m.
Oh.
See, they get all excited and they issue it, and then they realize, oh, well, hell,
So you saying it might be
till 4 o'clock.
another, or what do you call it, a storm coming this way?
A storm of booma.
This is the
cell.
second,
Another cell coming.
second wave.
You've had. Have you ever had
We
sickle
don't want
cell?
a second wave now.
Well, I'm looking at it right now, and it's.
All I've had is gas, and I found gas eggs to get rid of that. Have
Well,
you ever had the thinking syphilis?
Have I ever had thinking syphilis?
Yes.
Not really, no.
Okay.
Have you ever had genital warts?
Have you ever had alopecia prematura?
You know, I think I have a genital wart. Can you get just one?
Bro, I think that you just stepped on it. Step over it, and you'll be just fine, old chap.
Oh, okay.
I think we're going to have a second wave,
Might
but
have
it
been a
won't
chigger.
be as big as the first wave was.
Well, I'm looking at it, and I predicted
Easy
it
does
30
it.
minutes ago, Matador, that it was going to hit. I don't know why people can't just get their own little radar and look it on the computer, and it'll tell you what to do, and you don't have to have some newspaper or radio guy telling you what's happening. You can just sit there and see what's going to happen.
But I think this is going to help the little fire that they got started up there by the...
Yeah, what redneck kicked
Indian
over their beer
reservation.
can fire and caught the woods on fire up there last week?
No, what done that was lightning. Mother Nature did that too, but Mother
No,
Nature's
it was-
also going to put it out.
No, it was not lightning. It was a power pole got knocked over and the electricity spark kicked it in.
Right, that's exactly
winds,
what it was.
during those winds.
That was Mother Nature, and Mother Nature
But,
must be doing her thing.
you know who
because
said they
every
saw that?
bone in my body seems to get into the swing. of
See, I
things.
think it was a bunch of drunks up there trout fishing, and they said that the wind. So what they did was they caught the fire. They went over there and got their truck and knocked the power line over to make it look like it caught the field on fire where their campfire did, where they were burning their trash and eating the trout out of their burned trash pile. Like
That's
rednecks
it,
love that because it gives it a good crust.
That's up there in the Chihuahua Mountains. So
Chilla-
so Mother Nature's going to cry down on it and hopefully
Putting herself
put that
out.
fire out. And
See, Mother Nature
we're pretty
went,
fortunate
"Whoops."
that we don't have too many bad floods right now. So let's keep our fingers crossed on this second wave that it won't be as bad as this first one. Hopefully.
No.
Well, we're just going to get on our knees and pray by God and hope that Mother Nature puts that fire out up there on Chihuahua. Well,
I wish Mother Nature had come put our fire out last year at the barbecue that I cooked at. That when you caught my grill on fire, boy, if it had rained then, it might have helped me.
so
Then
you
I
don't,
could have
remember me
steamed chicken.
you don't remember me falling out after inhaling all that smoke.
Well, apparently it was. When you lift the lid of a grill and leave it open, it'll start smoking. And apparently you did that while I was gone, and I
No.
didn't see you fall out because I
After
wasn't
doing
there.
that repeatedly, lifting it up, and all that smoke got in my face.
Kind of like an Indian smoke signal.
But this was real thick,
I
green,
should have known when I
heavy
looked up and I
smoke.
kept seeing these big puffs of smoke. What you were doing?
And then it wasn't long. I decided to sit down, and then I just fell out and I went into oblivion right after that.
I'm hungry. You know what we should do? We should call Tea Cookie. You know they're open now. They were closed last
Where?
week. And we should call Tea Cookie and tell her that Saturday was your birthday and you need a cupcake to get you
Oh.
through the day.
Well, let's talk about lightning and thunder for a minute.
Let's answer the phone. Then
Women glue and men thunder.
Did you hear the phone ringing?
No, I didn't.
I didn't think you did. Frodad, you're live on Whoop.
Fro, could you define redneck for me?
Well, it's someone that you
well,
could
it's-
strike a match on their back of their neck, and they can run chickens.
Somebody that goes camping and burns their trash in their campfire while they're cooking.
That's what a redneck is.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know what a redneck is.
Yo,
Redneck is
Matador's
a
rolling
real,
like a
real tough-
redneck.
No, he's a real tough cookie.
A redneck is just somebody that grew up in the mountains and the woods and take care of themselves, and
He's an outdoorsman.
they don't get along with people in social events, and they don't join the country club.
He's an inside-outman.
Rolling.
No, I'm redneck.
Red-headed
Oh,
wildcat. She
yeah.
rolling like a redneck.
He's rolling like a redneck. Hello, Katharina.
Uh-oh.
Oop.
Matador, we have a redneck warning. Redneck warning in Bradley County.
Yes.
Hey, I want to hear some Doug Kershaw.
That
Oh,
sounds
she's
like
ready
a
to party in the
plan.
rain.
Doug
This
Kershaw.
is for Tuesday.
Yeah.
Why, it sure is.
Okay.
All right.
So you will hear two Doug Kershaws.
Yes.
Lord help me, I'll get them on there.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Katharina.
Well, I thought she was going to be mad at me because I called her a redneck, but I didn't. I just...
And everybody said, what does redhead look like? I said, she's about 5'2", her eyes are blue, and she got hair to come down to a Buddhist Manx man, and she's very distinguishing. Anybody else want to know what?
You're a very distinguished potentate, aren't you?
Well, ain't nothing to it but to do at home. French fries.
Hey, let's ask something before we play any songs and get on with the show. I did want to get caught up. I was a little concerned about you yesterday. You know, I thought you might have gone to do your skydiving on Sunday that I got you for your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And then you weren't here Monday, and nobody knew where you were. It looked like your
Yeah.
glasses are kind of bent.
Yeah, they probably
Are those your new ones? You already broke them?
Well, almost.
I bet Dr. Horner just loves you. Between you and the bicycle redhead, trail-headed bicycle guy down here used to keep him in business.
I really do, believe it or not.
And hopefully Dr. Horner's not triple cost of normal glasses like other things that you like to buy.
Well, I'm going to start wearing contacts. It'll keep the smoke out of my eyes.
Yeah, I think you'd do good with contacts.
Well, I'll bet you I get them smacked out of my head in just a few seconds after I had them. What do you think?
I have a feeling you just lose them.
Oh, I do too. But see, you can't be playing with those on. You got to be a very delicate person to wear contacts. And I'm just a little bit too redneck to wear a contacts.
Something tells me you wouldn't wash your hands before putting them in and taking them out. You just get your chicken grease on there and take. I got some in my contact. Hold this wing. Oh, my contact, it's burning.
So you know I would get grease on them.
No, you'd get hot wing sauce.
Well, that's what I'm
Bro Dad, you're live.
Hello, Bro Daddy.
Hello, Ella.
Ella, hey, is it raining outside? I didn't know.
Well, it was. It's just sprinkling now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank
We
you.
heard it was raining. We didn't know.
Oh, boy.
I imagine we'll get some more, though, before the night's over.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a second wave here later on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. We need all the rain we can get.
Bring it on.
Yeah,
like
because we need to put out some fires, need to water the garden, and, Lord, to cool them wild children out.
Already burnt. I guess gardens are probably already burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, play me a song, anything.
Okay.
Anything, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll play you a Doug Kershaw song, too, then.
Yes.
That way we know we got them both in there.
You can't play for Freddie Fender.
Freddie
Aye.
Fender.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
You got it.
It was a day before.
Bye-bye. It was a day of September.
That
Yeah.
day I always remember.
Hey, Matador, Redhead wants some Cajun music since it's an old 2 for Tuesday and a rainy old southern day. I played a little Rainy Night in Georgia. Rolling like a Georgia boy, redneck.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got on some. The only problem is we only have like 10 or 7 or 8 songs by Doug Kershaw. And so if I play one by Doug Kershaw, I always grab one off the system. It's just the same old boring songs over and over. But my boy out there, I'm sorry, are you reading yourself out loud again?
No, it's just that this voters are going to have the picture ID this time around.
Good. I like to go ahead
They
and
want to know who you
go ahead and tell
are.
us that story then.
Well, I think everybody's
Well, I hate to
voting.
interrupt you, but my phone's ringing. Let
They
me get
passed that law all except
Fro Daddy, you're live on Whoop.
Texas.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it all.
What do you want to hear there, Carl number 2?
My name's Fred, and I'd like to hear the Margarita.
Your name's Prince.
Margarita.
Margarita.
Fred,
Fred,
that there Macarena song.
you want to hear the Macarena?
Yeah, and oops, you did it again. Bad bread and bears.
Yeah, that'd be good ones. We'll try to get that on about 6:30.
All right,
All right, we'll try to get Fast 80 to put that on during Whoop on Wheels.
all right,
That'd be a good one. Y'all could practice the Macarena together in front of the mirrors.
all right, thank you.
All right, bye. He sounded a little rough there, Matador, like you sound like you've been drinking with you on your birthday all weekend. But anyway, W.P. Brooks out there, he wants to hear some Chubby Carrier. I love Chubby Carrier. I saw him in New Orleans. I saw him down in Chattanooga. And the Bayou Swamp Band. That's a good Cajun. I always forget all these good old side stage Cajun songs and players. Who Stole the Hot Sauce? That'd be a good one just for you, Matador, because you get that hot sauce in your contacts, you know. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, I hate to bother you while you're reading the paper and everything.
Quit that,
Did
man.
you hear that? That's what you call a Cajun song. And then after we play that one, I'm going to play him another one from Rosie Ledette. Rosie Ledette. You know her?
Nope, I don't know.
Well, Duet Thing, huh? Duet Thing. We're going to get that song on, and I think Red's going to find her some new music today. Maybe she can remember to tell me what to play. What else going on, Matador? I know it was your birthday, but what I was worried about was I called, and first time you answered, you sound like you were just on the couch or maybe in the bed asleep, probably wearing your blue long johns this time. And
I got on some real hot.
sounded like your eyes weren't even open. You were just talking and like rambling, and you kind of just rambled, and then you just hung up the phone.
Well, I was tranquilized. I had 2 Excedrin PMs instead of 1.
Oh, I wondered because we called back like 40 minutes later on the hour, like at 4 o'clock. I called back to check on you just to make sure.
And then my son gave me a complete report on what I was doing. Or what.
Yeah, he was real worried about you. Said he was yelling your name. And you wouldn't even acknowledge that he was yelling at you.
For some reason or another, I could imagine who was that one. I thought it was going to be very impotent.
Well, you are impotent, Tate.
Pretty tame.
So anyway, what'd you do for your birthday? Let's go ahead and knock that out. Saturday night, it's your birthday. What'd you do?
Well, I was
Sat at
under
the house and
house
cooked burgers and steaks.
No, I got what I wanted. I got me a New York strip, and man, was it hit.
Who brought it?
Ain't nobody business. I went to the store and bought it. But it was so, I put it on a bacon wrap, and I had some peppers and
Do you ever cook
new
anything
potatoes and onions all together. Just about half done, a little over half done. And then I went and took my A1 sauce and sprinkled it all over that New York strip. Woo, honey, shut your mouth. And I took me a little razor sharp knife and cut off little small hunks of it. Yeah. I found myself, I'm telling you, I really did. Yeah, I said, Lord, I want me another one just for the GP of thinking about it my birthday.
I thought you were going to say you took a little nap and you woke up and the homies had eaten your steak.
Well, I'll tell you what, by God, I got me 2 of them babies for about $20.
Wow, what a bargain. Where'd you get them, over here at the Super
Oh,
Saver?
no, you got to go to the Cook Foundation to find
How'd you get out there? You didn't ride your bike on
It
Saturday.
ain't none of your business how I got out there home skillet, but I got them, and they were good.
Now, you bought 2 steaks. Who ate the other one?
Me and mine. Me, how do you say it? Me and ain't nobody business. Yeah, we had a
Ain't
good-
nobody business.
If I do, and that was so good.
Was it a big old fat woman or was it a young skinny boy?
Well, my son eats a lot too.
That's what
But,
I thought. Fro Daddy, you're live.
Hey, brother, this is Big Mac Daddy.
What's up, Big Mac
Hey,
Daddy?
Big Mac.
Could be better.
How's Special K?
Be worse. I just wanted to make a shout out for everybody to pray for her. We're at the hospital right now.
Wow.
So
That's okay. Huh?
I'm going to make her short and sweet.
All right, and I'll sing you
Pray
Saturday.
for her.
I'll sing you Saturday, and our prayers are with you.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, pull it off.
All right, there,
Special K.
Big Mac Daddy. Tell her we said hey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess if people believe in prayer, they could go ahead and throw out one his way. And for her and Special
So-
K is going through some, was it cancer treatment she's been going through and some hard stuff?
I talked to him Saturday out to Cook's, to the store. Big D. I mean, what was his name?
Big Mac Daddy?
Yeah, Mac Daddy. Yeah, on Saturday. And
Special K wasn't
when
with
his granddaddy just broke an arm, and then all at once his wife is getting all his therapy treatments, and
What was
it
Big
just-
Mac Daddy cooking?
I don't know. He grabbed my handful of something. Now I couldn't really tell. I had my sacks full, so
I started to head out there and go to that seafood department. I get out there and spend too much money if I go out there, so I got to be careful.
yeah, you gotta be careful when you go into a store. 'Cause I want that.
Oh, might have a drive-by coming by out there. I see somebody slithering through the darkness.
I told you better watch what you're saying, boy. You get us both up in here busting the cap on. I didn't do it.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, how was your weekend, homie? The weekend of the 7th day in the 7th month
Oh, that was yours on the
and of the
7/7/52.
7th year at 7 o'clock that night.
I don't know who did the song 7/7/93/11. You remember that one?
7/7/92/11.
7/7/7/93/11.
Yeah, that
Girl,
was
you get the phone,
it.
you
Okay,
it's
the
alright.
brothers. What they called the?
Yes.
I can't think what was their name?
Morris Day in the Time.
No, come on, don't jive me, man.
I'm not. It's Morris. Well, it's the Time, really.
Oh,
But
okay.
Morris Day in the Time.
I'm not going to buy that. It don't sound right.
Well, I'm
Well, see
sorry.
if you can pull it up in our library.
Sorry you don't believe. I'm pretty sure we don't have it.
I bet you we did.
I guarantee I can find it.
I bet you can too.
Nobody else can.
Let's put a bet on that, brother.
It's illegal. I'm not going to do it.
All right. What about Coca-Cola? You know your vote when it comes time for you to vote, homie. If you don't have a picture ID, which I know you don't, other than since you don't have your driver's license anymore, you might not be able to write your ticket.
Are you talking to me or
Yeah,
yourself?
That's what I'm talking about.
I thought you were talking in third party again.
No, I'm talking to you, homie.
I've got my driver's
so
license.
You
Got it
better
right
make
here.
sure you got some picture ID.
I got a picture ID. I got an ID to get me a pitcher of beer.
And you know
Isn't that a
what?
picture ID?
I think my son loses his picture ID at least twice a year, and the door keys 3 times a
You
year.
know where his picture ID is, don't you?
And his door keys.
I believe it's down to Cleveland Police Department.
No, I'm talking about the door keys.
You know, they take it from you, and then when you run,
There's something wrong
they
with
don't
that
give it back.
picture.
Didn't he run one time and they took it from him and they wouldn't get back to him?
Yeah, he was with some little redneck children, and they tried to run.
Isn't that a picture ID right there?
Boy, you are good to go. That is a valid driver's license, too.
You ain't seen one of those in a month or something.
Let me borrow it. Let me borrow them license.
Okay there, Mr. Fro Daddy. It says
I'm
here
just
you're
borrowing
6
it.
feet and white.
Well, I'm just borrowing them. See, he said it was all right as long as I had a license.
6 feet, 173,
Yeah.
white. Let me see here, young black man. Please stand up. Oh, you are.
Well, I just want to borrow them, see. That's all I want to do.
I don't think so. Hey, baby.
Come on, homie.
By the way, happy birthday.
Don't mess it. Oh, just what I've always wanted. Where you get these?
I had them for a long time when I had my Red Ryder BB gun.
Oh, well, you know, I'm going to bust a cap now on some kitty cats across there.
Oh, man, give me those back. You told me you were going to shoot squirrels.
Well, I'm going to shoot anything that moves in the yard.
Why don't you shoot Dr. Klepto and quit worrying about the animals?
Boys, baby kids find these, they'll be all gone. I guarantee you.
Hey, Matador.
Yes.
Speaking of that, we got Tommy Jett.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he got in real bad physical health and
Yeah, I
everything.
heard
He was in the
about
hospital. Now I heard, I've heard recently in the last hour or two, they took him off the
Respirator.
ventilator, and so he's moving and acknowledging, and he's kind of coming back. So he got real bad infections from something that one of his surgeries on his neck. He had a bad infection and about killed him or something. But anyway, there's a show tonight that he did. He does a radio talk show down in Ringold. Remember when I went down there to Ringo and did that? We talked about the party that was coming up, and we got on the Tommy Jett. Well, he got sick that night and couldn't make it. I'm like, damn, I finally was gonna get to meet him and get or play with him. And anyway, we went live and talked. I don't think anybody logged in to watch us, but you can go to the TommyJett.com, the website, and you can watch their show on Tuesday nights. They have a live 3-hour show from 7 to 10, and I would call them from here, but obviously I won't be here. So we may call and talk to Craig Tyndall or somebody and promote that show. People might. After a good Whoop on Wheels tonight, won't flip over their computer to Tommy Jett's show and call in and tell your stories about Tommy Jett and say, hey, I heard on Whoop, and you can go on their show and talk, call in live. You can chat with them. Of course, I don't know if they chat, but you could at least call in and say, hey, man, we heard on Whoop that I could call in. So I was trying to get the information here that, let's see, Craig Tyndall sent me. It says, you can go to their show or their site, or you can go to the Tommy Jett show on just on Tuesdays though. So make sure you do it tonight. It's TommyJett.com. TommyJett.com. That's Jett. And if you remember the old Tommy Jett show, and I know some of these guys out here that listen to us over there at Central City Auto, Victor Hicks and the gang, and Doe Ball, and of course he doesn't listen to us, but anyway, I'll give you a phone number real quick. And you can call and it's only good on Tuesday night. So if you call tonight between 7 and 10 p.m., you can log into the TommyJett.com website or just call in. And, of course, you won't be able to hear yourself. But the number is 706-935-2890. The number for the Tommy Jett radio show down there with the guys that run the show for him when he's not there, and Craig Tyndall. It's 706-935-2890. And you need to do that, and they archive the show like we do, and save it, for another week. So each week's show you can go and watch and listen to your own comments, and they're going to give that to Tommy, take it over to him and record it off and let him listen to it in his hospital bed. So that'd really help him out if you guys got some good fun stories about Tommy Jett. Do that as a favor to us and me here on the Fro Daddy Show, and all all DJs out there in the music business. Especially with Tommy's now 71 years old now. We've got a big thing with Luther Massengale going on. He's going to be on CBS News tonight. So a lot of local celebrity radio guys and television talk show guys around here are going to be featured here in the recent. And Luther's getting on up there. And he's like 88 or 90 years old and still going strong. And Tommy Jett's 71 and he's having health issues. So now's the time to get in there and put your finger and your foot in your mouth and talk loud and talk proud. And I don't know, I'm kind of sounding like a black preacher on a.
No, you're doing fine. Just
well,
keep
thank you.
Thanks,
my little homie.
You know what is mine.
I may set you up as a deacon in my church.
Well, I'll tell you, we will move the people.
Thank you.
Your humble.
I see the light. Please turn it off.
On the other side.
Again, that number to call is 706-935-2890, and that's the TommyJett.com. Tommy Jett show tonight from 7 to 10. Give them a call down there, Craig Tyndall and them. Tell them you heard it on Fro Daddy. You want to call and give them your story, and so Tommy can hear it. Fro Daddy, you're live on Whoop.
Yes, I would like to order a large pepperoni pizza with a thing of cheese sticks on the side.
Is this a Mexican? This is not a Mexican restaurant.
Would you like some fries with that milkshake?
Oh, it sounded like a Mexican. I think they got the wrong number. They probably thought we were Tres Amigos. We're only Dos Amigos.
Dos me.
Speaking of a dose, did you have any drugs this weekend with your alcohol, or just alcohol?
It ain't none of your business. I always take Mexagen PM after I have
I don't think that helps a damn bit.
It does. You have to try it.
Hey, Madnor, speaking of local stuff.
You won't get stupid then. You'll be really relaxed.
Speaking of local things going on, we've proudly had a poster out here for 2 months on our front door of Charlie Snyder.
Mm-hmm.
You probably haven't noticed it, but it's been out here for 2 months. And they have the Charlie Snyder annual Charlie Snyder night, where if you look like Charlie Snyder, you can win a prize, and
they play all his music.
Yeah, and the band will sing his songs and all that, and people sit in and jam. And everybody's welcome to come out to the VFW this Friday night. Now, yeah, I'm so tired. Hey, we'll have to do that song, but I need to get some information because I noticed on the poster it says Big Show. Of course, it's been out there so long I didn't notice it.
What a schmuck, man. You know what a schmuck is?
I'm sorry, let me finish this.
No, go ahead and let me call you a schmuck afterwards.
Well, I'll tell you what a schmuck is. A schmuck is somebody that hits you in the back of the head when you're not looking.
A schmuck
with
is
a jar of Smucker's Jello.
That makes trouble all the time for no reason at all. That makes a mountain out
I'm
of a
going to
molehill.
make trouble for you in just a minute.
You are such a schmuck. Let it go. Let it go.
Well, give me my damn BBs back.
Oh, no.
Give them back. You don't want them.
Oh, no. Me and Baby's kids going to have us a good time. I said, boys, keep the gun down or up. And he was still pointing at the little boy's face. I said, you're going to have to learn. You can't do that. Keep the gun pointed down, son, or pointed into the air. Next one that points it at another boy's face, I'm taking the guns away.
Okay.
What do you think happened then? I had to put them up.
I don't know. So anyway, I've almost lost track of what I was talking about. I try. It really is hard on my brains to keep.
So that's why you grab me and run with it. I don't blame you. Go ahead.
So the VFW.
Yeah, they go ahead.
We think this Friday because the big poster out there, Matador. Of course, I'm sure you would have caught this had I let you, run the show.
No, you go right ahead.
Charlie Snyder night is big poster out here. VFW Friday, July the 16th. Charlie Snyder night. Now, what's wrong with that picture?
There's nothing wrong with it. We've asked everyone to attend that knows anything about our Charlie
So
Snyder.
what day would that be?
That would be Saturday. Would be the 14th.
Excuse me?
It's 14th, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. But the poster says VFW Friday the 16th. Now you figure that out.
16th become on Monday, homie.
You're correct.
Once again, next my bishop to your rook.
So
vitamin C only.
So there's one of two things that could be wrong with this poster. A,
someone got
it should say Monday the 16th instead of Friday the 16th, or B, it should say Friday the 13th.
Now listen, homie, that we didn't have to go through an act of Congress just to make sure that we got the picture.
I did.
It's going to be the 16th. Charlie Snyder.
Oh, so Monday.
Okay, but we're going to change it back to Saturday, which will be the 14th.
Okay. Well, that's weird because they not only missed the day they're having it on, but also the actual date.
Well, what day is it going to be on, homie?
I would estimate that it's Friday the 13th.
That's what I was thinking, but it's going to be Saturday. You have more people there for Charlie's Day.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
They should have hired you to be on the committee.
Well, I tell you what, I could just play a part just as good as any other person, homie.
There you go.
What do you think about that?
Well, I tell you what, we're going to call him today and find out. How about that?
That sounds like a plan to me.
Well, good for you.
Brother of another.
We'll call the V and we'll call DJ Danny B.
All right.
And, hey, we never did hear from anybody that went out. Speaking of DJ Danny B, you know, his mama managed out there at the Flealand Flea Market, Howard Thompson Flea Market, for years.
You know what? You seem like the kind
Miss
of
Ann
kid.
Brock.
You seem like the kind of kid when you was growing up that you ain't never got hit with a belt or a switch, not even a boot or anything.
But if I'm such a schmuck, I wonder why nobody ever hit me with it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got your way out of it somehow. But anyway, your mother ain't never hit you in the back of the head with a boot or nothing.
No.
She ain't never broke a foot off in your rear for acting bad.
No, she tried.
You were one of them lucky.
I was too quick.
That's what I'm saying. You're one of them lucky children then. Yeah. My mother will hit you in the face with a switch.
See, that's why I'm not brain damaged.
No. Oh, is that why? Well, see, my mother would hit you in the face with the belt.
Yeah, she probably made you drink gasoline and everything else.
I told you, put your hands down, you won't get hit in the face.
Did you ever
I got him down. Now,
Did
see,
she make
they-
you sniff paint too?
Well, no, we didn't do that. They just put a perfume on your tooth when it was hurt.
And pee in your ear.
See, if you sprayed it on your two teeth in the front, you wouldn't lose them. But I lost mine.
What happened to
anyway.
yours?
Oh, she sprayed me with perfume.
Well, we'll get over that. Anyway, Matador, what else is going on? We got the Tommy Jet thing we'll talk about. We got Luther Massengale. Oh, by the way, before I forget, in case anybody's getting ready to turn us off,
First, before
Imagine
you do that,
that.
I'd like
Okay,
to
go
say
ahead.
happy
Uh-huh.
birthday to
just whoever you
that
re-
actor today.
Well, it's not his birthday, but I appreciate you
Yes, it
mentioning
is.
It is?
That's where I'm coming from.
Are you getting
brother know how
hamburgers?
to pass on a birthday to
You
him.
going to eat hamburgers?
You pass it on to somebody that's cool with you. See, I
That's-
passed mine on to
Well, that's who drove you over to Cook's on Friday, wasn't it?
It
you
ain't
wouldn't,
nothing to
you wouldn't
me.
have any damn steak.
Well, I ain't afraid to ride. That's where I
You
got
ain't
a
riding
voucher.
nowhere. You don't ride nowhere except from your house to this office and back.
You got to be kidding me, man. I go to North Carolina every weekend.
You're lying like a dog.
Yeah, with me and the homies down here.
Oh, Lord.
See, I got a transfer. It's pretty swift. I guarantee you. I can keep up with the homies on it pretty good.
So tonight, Matador,
Yes, next page.
CBS Evening News, the CBS Evening News. You know what channel that's on?
Channel 9.
No, that would be 12.
I mean, Channel 12, my fault. Okay, move on.
Of course, that's if you're on the old antenna. Nobody's on that anymore. But I
You
think
can't
even
even
on
get
even on digital
You can't
charter,
even-
it's 12.
You can't
so-
get regular TV anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's
I
also
mean, without
it's
the
also
cable.
channel 12 on DirecTV.
DEF.
Yeah, 3, 9, 12, whatever. Of course, I've got DirecTV, and for the first 10 channels, the same thing's on about 9 times. I had.
What is direct? Is that where you have an antenna?
It means you don't plug it into your ass first; it goes straight to your eyes.
Well, what I'm trying to say, home proof, 86 proof, that is. You got the direct is an antenna on top of the house.
Yeah, it's a little mini satellite dish.
You can get buku channels with that.
Merci beaucoup.
I must say, that's cool with me.
See, Scooby Dee,
Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo, a Scooby Doo Doo.
I laugh and yell.
CBS Evening News and 60 Minutes reporter Steve Hartman is in town in Chattanooga and following Luther around as he goes about his normal day on WDEF FM 92.3 radio and WDEF television channel 12. So, Luther does a morning radio thing and he also does channel 12 news. Television. Luther, thanks to us, last year, as you remember, I tried to push
Excuse me.
people to go to the National Radio Hall of Fame and vote for him for being on the radio longer than anybody ever in broadcast history.
Kidding me.
72 years
Not Mr.
on the
Ma-
same radio station.
Not Mr. Our mayor. He was on a radio.
600, 700. 85 years, yeah.
He was on not 85 years. He was on about 30 right now.
Yeah, well, it's not 72.
Well, he's
so
running a
that's
close second.
Well, I guarantee you in about 45 years we'll be voting for him.
Well, Hartline, he started in the middle 60s.
Right, and he's a 74 now.
Well, our mayor, he started in the late 50s with WBAC, and he went all the way up to 1966.
Luther is so old, Matador, that he was on the air and reported live not only when 9/11 occurred, but if you go back in time to when Pearl Harbor was bombed by the Japanese, he was on the air live reporting it.
Wow, this
He's,
guy,
it's the only one they can find, the only broadcaster still alive that can
He's
say they've
still
reported both
active.
those acts
They're
of
still
war.
active. You know they're going to take care of homie. Still active.
Anyway,
Everybody loves Luther,
so don't forget to tune in tonight and
Because
check
they have
that
a
out
reading right,
on the
yeah.
CBS Evening News.
Yeah.
And check out this little special on Luther Massengale. That'd be kind of neat.
Luther going to be on too?
No, actually, they're gonna. I'll be there replacing him, but I'll be
Well,
acting
I
on his
can't hear
behalf.
good way you be mumbling and stuff.
You're about as dumb as a brick in a toilet.
Well, I tell you, this brick got hands. Would you like me to throw one at you? Yes.
So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about other stuff.
Yes.
Matador, our buddy Danny Ledford over here that worked on my car, and got my car fixed for me before I went on that trip. And then I went back and he fixed my front end alignment over here at Ledford Auto.
Is that right?
Yeah, Danny Ledford. His wife, I didn't know until after I met him and talked to him and everything, but then I figured out who he was. His wife went to school with me.
You kidding me?
And did you know, do you remember a year ago?
Well, you ain't no spring chicken. How old are you, boy? You in your mid-50s.
I'm not that old.
Late 60s.
Yeah, I'm older than you.
Yeah, you is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm glad my brain's not.
Yep, yeah.
But anyway, remember, not 2 years ago, on July the 10th,
And 19 and
Dustin Nathaniel Ledford was killed
Mhm.
in that head-on crash up there where that girl was drunk, went the wrong way, and she killed him. I mean, the kid was, he was 20? I think was he 20 yet? I don't remember. He was
let's
just out of high school, wasn't he?
Let's just say things happen sometimes. It was just meant to happen.
He was 25, maybe.
20.
He wasn't that old. I think he'd just gotten out of college or something. He'd just gotten out of school, and then it was bam. It was like, great, you know. But anyway, it was their only child, and that sucks. But they're having they had that golf tournament, and I think, have they had it yet? We talked about it, and I got information somewhere now. I can't find it, but we're going to talk about that later. But I just want to note that was today is the anniversary of when he got killed. So that's what made me think of it.
Well, how old would he be now? Mid-50s?
Most people just gain a year, even in death. We still just allow them 1 year for each year they're dead. So it would have just been 2 more years older, not
So he'd
25 more years.
52.
Well, considering he was only 25, he'd be 27.
No.
You don't double their year every time they
Well,
die.
I'm not doubling it. His true age would be 52, wouldn't it, by God now, wouldn't it?
Well, if he was born in 1985.
Yeah, oh, he wouldn't be that old, would he? Excuse me.
Here, now, let's move on.
All right.
I don't want to laugh when I'm trying to talk about somebody.
Okay, that's just going to make it 26 then.
Anyway, Matador, we got other stuff to talk about. Did you hear about this guy? Speaking of somebody dying, did you hear about this guy? I mean, if you have property and you own it, you got a yard and a house, and you own it.
Yeah.
It's not the bank. You paid for it. It's your property. You've owned it. Your whole family's owned that property for 100 years, and you're not ever going to sell that property. That's your property.
And then what happened?
And your wife dies, and you go out and bury her in the front yard.
You can do that.
Well, no, you're not supposed to. But
Why
why
not?
not?
You can do it, by God.
Well, no, I don't think you can. But this dude buried her. His wife's last dying wish was, please bury me in the yard. I'd never want to leave this home. And he goes, by God, I will. And he went out and buried her in the front yard.
And
now the city's suing him, saying he has to dig her up and have her buried in a cemetery. I think it's a money game. Let's see who we got. Go ahead, you're live.
Well, it would just be ironic that it's Debbie Moore on the phone and you're talking about cemetery.
the graveyard diva herself. Maybe you
got you so confused you forgot where you were going with that Dustin Ledford story.
Well, hell, I was going to talk about the golf tournament, but I can't find the info.
It's today at Shane's Barbecue from 4 to 8. Everything that's purchased, they give 10% of that to his scholarship.
At Shane's Rib Shack.
Yeah, Shane's Rib Shack tonight from 4 to 8.
Yeah, no, that was today, but there's a big golf tournament, and they haven't had that yet, have
I don't know about that. I just know about the food.
Because that'll help raise a lot more money than...
But I just wanted to mention that. I wanted everybody to go by and eat at Shane's tonight and help out with that scholarship.
Yeah, Shane's Rib Shack. Matador, you'd even like that. They have served barbecue for Negroes and Caucasians.
And you can't bury your wife in your front yard.
Well, you can.
Until they catch you.
Well, if you own the property and you get the proper permits and stuff like from the health department, you're supposed to be able, now in the state of Tennessee, you can bury a family member on a family piece of property.
Oh, okay.
But it just doesn't come up that often. Usually when people are doing that, there's an old family cemetery on the farm. But I've seen that poor little man just buried that woman out in the flower bed. I mean, like right out in the front yard.
Yeah.
That wasn't too cool.
And so the neighbors have kind of complained that, maybe that, and bless his heart, he just has it all decked out and decorated. And
I know.
Patsy, and he just wants to keep Patsy there home with him. And it's real sweet and everything, but I think I can understand why the neighbors there are protesting just as we did. But I don't know. It's gone to court.
But Debbie, can't you have a family member in your home? Can't you have a review where they can come out and look at a family member in your household?
Do you remember, Randy, when everybody used to do that?
Yes, I
It was
do.
always the strangest thing at my grandma's house that her freezer would just disappear.
Oh, Lord.
All of a sudden, as a small child, I'd think, well, I wonder who's laying where the freezer used to be tonight, you know. and my all the men folks would all volunteer to, what do they call it, sitting up with the dead.
Right.
I think maybe a bottle got passed around once all the women and children got gone. This was the reason that was so enticing to them.
But I do remember that, though, because we back in the 60s, early 60s, I remember we had a great uncle that had passed, and he was in the house of the grandmother. And boy, it was the saddest feeling I ever wanted to feel being a little
It
kid.
is kind of a strange little feeling.
It is.
And all the older houses, Matador was always built with what they called, I don't know, maybe a coffin door or something. The houses that had the big porches that wrapped all the way around, they would have a window that came all the way down to the floor of the porch, and that way you could just open that big window and, you know, bring people in and out.
Boy.
But some of the houses up on McCoy Street still have those doors.
Okay.
All right, Matador.
That's a 10-4. 10-4.
Teacher in me tells me to tell you to behave yourself and listen to Fro.
God, I'll be a Fruit Loop if I do.
You guys have a good day.
Okay, we'll do it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Fro, your move. Give me the
Matador?
baseball bat.
Matador, if no, she was right about the Shane's Rib Shack thing is tonight. I knew I saw that on Facebook or something, and that's why I kind of thought to cut this out. But because today is the actual anniversary of his death on July the 10th, 2010. So that was 2 years ago. God, it doesn't seem like 2 years. Seemed like just. It doesn't even seem like a year ago that I was in here and somebody said, you know, that's Danny that calls in here on our show and listens to our program. That was his son that was killed. And I was like, and his wife was Kim, and I went to school with her. I was like, what? That was 2 years ago. Frodad, you're live on Whoop.
I just wanted to tell you that we had our sister and brother laying in a casket in our house up in Kingston.
At the same time?
Where?
No, not at the same time.
Oh, and you had to sit up with the dead before they buried him and all that back then.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you have to do that in cuts so they don't get up and get out of there.
They didn't eat a bowl of cornflakes off the
It
chest.
scared me. I was only about 15. It was about 53 when they had that.
I remember me and my brother, we did that when my uncle died. We when they weren't, my family weren't looking, and we took his body and hid it on the table and put it under a blanket. And then he put me in a casket, and then they opened the lid, and I sat up and went, "I'm not ready to go."
That was the typical Caucasian.
I had a big wig on there, all screaming. One lady shot a gun at me.
Yeah, you probably did.
They have a dead person in their house.
Yeah.
It's better than having a live one that you'd rather kill. All right, Ella. Well, head out to Shane's Rib Shack tonight.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Hey, Matador, we'll call Shane's out there here in a little while, and during our call show at 5, we'll call and put in an order. We want to order 100 orders of rib dinners, and we'd like to charge that if we could, and we'll be back to get that tonight. No, we better not.
100.
Frodad, you're live on Whoop.
Well, I can't pick you up over here. I'm past Scott's Furniture. What's wrong?
Where you be?
Coming down the...
Just past Scott's Furniture. I've not been able to pick you up for a week.
Well, Lord, I got your message. You called over here earlier and left us a message, and I'm going to play it back in a minute because I thought, well, you're like my mama. She had us locked in on our little radio, you know, and she didn't know it, but these new digital radios, once the power goes out, it resets back to like 88 or 0 or whatever, and then you got to go in there and turn it on and put it on radio and put it on FM and, you know, push that little button and go all the way up to 99.9 again. Have you tried that?
I tried that FM thing.
Well, that's pretty.
I'm getting some Chattanooga place.
Well, that's crazy talk.
Yep.
Now, you may not be on the right thing. You might want to flip it, make sure you're back on 99.9 if you got a digital thing, you know, where you can read it to see what call number we're on. We're 99.9.
Kicked us to the curb.
Still working or what?
Well, Lord, as far as I know, we're still on there. You know, a lot of people call in and say, we're off the air. Your radio's broken.
I've been not getting you for a week.
Well, that's just terrible. You know, my mom went a whole day until she said, well, I just thought y'all were off the air still.
Yeah, and I didn't know what was going on.
You got anybody that knows how to work the radio and can help you set that up? Reset it for you?
Just a regular radio, I think, AM and FM.
Yeah, just flip it, turn it off, plug it back in, turn it off and on. make sure it's on FM. Switch it over. You know, got a little switch and FM, and then make sure you're on 99.9.
The same spot I've been getting you. I'm getting someplace in Chattanooga.
Well, move your radio. You might have moved it when during an electrical storm. It might have scared you, and you knocked it over. Just pick it up and wiggle that antenna.
It's a Christian channel, but I mean, I miss you guys too.
Well, we're going to put you back on the right channel.
You know, if it's Christian, it sure ain't us.
Thank you much.
That might be a sign.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Maybe somebody's not wanting her to listen to our
she's got
gibberish.
it now. Hey, wait a minute, homie.
I don't know. I have a feeling that's not going to be working anytime soon.
Dr. Livingston says one must learn how to walk, but one must learn to crawl before a walk. Home improvement.
Right. Or she's probably got one of those old time, you know, come in earth. Wait, I came on my. Fro Daddy, you're live.
All right.
All right there, chicken.
I've got an answer for the lady's problem.
Okay.
No, Lord, go ahead.
At Birchwood Pike over there, I can't get y'all on the radio no more either. There's
Well.
a Christian station that comes on there that has more power than y'all. They override
Son of
y'all.
bitches.
That's where.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to call and complain.
Hey,
Wait a
I'm
minute.
not through talking, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, yeah.
It's rude to interrupt me when I'm trying to report.
You have it.
I work with the Matador. I didn't know.
Yeah, you got
They,
it.
they evidently have more power than you because when I leave my office, I turn it all on. I see things down the road.
You break it up on us,
Yeah,
good
we're losing
buddy.
you. Your phone's dead.
We break it up on us, good buddy.
Well, here's the. Can you hear me?
Say hi to P-Dab.
Yeah. Happy birthday, P-Dab.
All right, happy birthday, P-Dab. But anyway, this Christian station overrides y'all unless I go way up on top of the hill. Then I can get y'all.
Well, we'll just tell that little lady to move. She just needs to move.
Well, the thing about it is when it's bad weather or it's raining or something, all you can get's the Christmas or the Christian station, even if I'm on top of the big hill up there.
Well, she might have had a.
They're burning y'all out with fire.
Well, she probably had us wired to her antenna, and that windstorm blew it over, so she can't pick us up anymore. I don't know.
Maybe, but she might need to move her radio in another room.
She just needs to buy a house closer to Cleveland.
But anyway, on my radio at home, I've got a really nice radio at home, and it has a real fine dial on it. It picks up single digits, and I have to really fine tunes in there. But that Christian station is trying to overrun you. They
Well,
got more power or
I
something.
believe it's Miss Norma. She's trying to get the heathenism out of us or something.
She'll be in tomorrow, I think.
We'll ask her if she's doing it.
Yeah.
That's the deal that I have down there, you know. And I can't get y'all unless I go down by Kevin B's and ride down the road down that way.
All right. Well, we'll talk to her to go check on it.
Well, won't you just break down and get the owners to get about another 100 or 200 more watts?
All right. We'll just redo all our paperwork, and then we'll get shut down.
You'll be in trouble. I started saying I forgot about that.
Yeah, they don't care for that. They don't want us interfering with any other station. That's the problem.
See, I told you the Matador would be back today, didn't I?
Oh, yeah. He's
Hey,
resting.
Super Dave, how you hanging, brother?
This is just like his Sunday.
About pretty good size to the right.
Okay, I'll take it that you're a 60-40 today.
I believe I'm 75-25 today.
Well, boy, you have been blessed. I can tell you that there, Super Dave.
I am blessed. I'll tell you something. I'm just as blessed can be. Blessed couldn't be no more blesser than me. You know what?
Well, I know what you mean.
Hey, listen to this, man. If I was any better, I'd be twins.
Well, it sounds like you're on the same page with your twin.
I'm fixing to head in the beer joint here and kill about 16 right quick.
I hear you. Wow, you sound a lot like me. 16?
Well, you know, that's what it takes. Sometimes they just some things a man's got to do.
That's right, Super David.
All right, you guys take it easy, and I'll see you.
All right,
I
Super
did.
Dave.
Bye-bye.
Happy belated birthday, Matador.
All right, thank you, my brother of another mother.
All right, see you.
Bye-bye.
Hey,
Bye-bye.
Fro, move your nose out my face, boy.
Hey, let's take a break, play some music. We're getting caught up here, and we're going to play some music here on WOOP 99.9 FM in Cleveland, Tennessee, and WOOPFM.com around the world in a days every afternoon on the Fro Daddy Show. We'll be back in a little while. Stick around, folks, where I believe we've survived the storm.
Well, now, well, that Bert, Mom and Papa called her little boy Ned, raised him on the banks of a riverbed, a houseboat tied to a big tall tree, a home for my Papa and my Mama and me. The clock strikes 3 and Papa jumps to his feet. Already Mama's cooking Papa something to eat. At 1/2 Papa, he's ready to go. Jumps in his pirogue down the bayou. He's got fishing lines coming across the Louisiana River. Gotta catch a big fish for us to eat. Fetting traps in the swamp, catching anything he can. Gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. Gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. Muskrat hides hanging by the dozens. Even got a lady make a muskrat's cousin. Got 'em out drying in the hot, hot sun. Tomorrow Papa's gonna turn 'em into mud. Well, they call Mama Rita and my Daddy Jack. Little baby brother on the floor, that's Mac. And Bryn and Lynn are the family twins. Big brother is on the bayou fishing. On the river float, Papa's great big boat. That's how my Papa goes into town. Takes him every bit of a night and a day to even reach a place where people will stay. And I can hardly wait until tomorrow comes around. That's the day my Papa takes the first to town. Papa promised me that I could go, even let me see a cowboy show. I saw cowboys and Indians for the first time then. Told my Papa gotta go again. Papa said, son, we've got lines to run. We'll come back again, but first there's work to be done. They got fishing lines strung across the Louisiana River. Gotta catch a big fish for us to eat. Setting traps in the swamp, catching anything he can. Gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. Gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. Gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. Gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man.
That is French for the red stick. Red is the color of peppers, the hot peppers that we pick. My mama makes a mean hot sauce and keeps it locked up in the shed. One night the lock was big when I catch that cookie stick. Now who stole the hot sauce? Who stole the hot sauce? When I catch that crook, he'll drink every drop he took. Like a dog love a bone, like a fish love the sea, like a squirrel love a nut. That's what that hot sauce mean to me. I put it on my eggs and on my beans and rice too. I just can't do without it. I gotta get it back from you. Now who stole the hot sauce? Who stole the hot sauce? When I catch that crook, he'll drink every drop he took. That is French for the red stick. Red is the color of peppers, the hot peppers that we pick. My mama makes a mean hot sauce, keep it locked up in the shed. One night the lock was big, when I catch that crook he's dead. Who stole the hot sauce? Who stole the hot sauce? When I catch that crook, he'll drink every drop he took. Now who stole the hot sauce? 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 Who stole the hot sauce?
Buy Here, Pay Here USA, under the blimp, we would like to invite you to a better car buying experience. We have a 6-month, 6,000-mile powertrain warranty, and ask about our auto pay program, where you can earn free oil changes every 90 days for the life of your loan. We have small down payments, and we'll even finance your sales tax and tag. Carfax is available, and in most cases, we'll have you driving away in your new car in less than an hour. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Cleveland or Dayton today, or visit us online at buyherepayhereusa.com or call us at 877-794-A-CAR. Are you looking for the best beer and cigarette prices in Bradley County? Well, look no further than Tom's Fuel Mart. That's right, look for the red and yellow signs. 25 feet from the street, 4 locations in Cleveland to serve you. At Tom's Fuel Mart number 4, that's right there near the Cleveland Speedway. You get the best homemade biscuits, sandwiches, and that includes the best fried bologna sandwiches in town. Just ask the Matador. That's right, Tom's Fuel and Mart, where you can find 100% gasoline. That means no ethanol, folks, for your lawnmowers and small engines. Do it. With locations on South Lee Highway, Wildwood, and North Ocoee, Tom's Fuel Mart, with the red and yellow sign 25 feet from the street, is ready to serve you. Yeehaw!
Financial Recovery, licensed and bonded collection agency, located right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Give them a call at 423-473-7670. Small town service with big city results. A full service medical, commercial, retail, and individual collection service. Celebrating 10 years in business. Call Financial Recovery at 423-473-7670 to help you with your accounts receivable and past due invoices. Financial Recovery, 423-473-7670.
At Train, we do things differently. We constantly push to build the best and then find ways to make it better. We go beyond. Our engineers spend years researching and developing systems that last longer, work harder, and save you money every month. But it goes beyond innovation. We design our products and components using decades of research and only the most durable materials. But it goes beyond reliability. We manufacture our systems with exacting attention to detail and put them through weeks of rigorous testing to make sure they're worthy to wear the Train name. But it goes beyond trust. To Train, it's about creating the perfect indoor environment, a clean, comfortable refuge from the harsh conditions of the outside world. To Train, it's about heating, cooling, and beyond.
Mechanical Systems Incorporated in Charleston, Tennessee. 336-5739. 336-5739.
At Buy Here, Pay Here USA, under the blimp, we would like to invite you to a better car buying experience. We have a 6-month, 6,000-mile powertrain warranty, and ask about our auto pay program, where you can earn free oil changes every 90 days for the life of your loan. We have small down payments, and we'll even finance your sales tax and tag. Carfax is available, and in most cases, we'll have you driving away in your new car in less than an hour. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Cleveland or Dayton today, or visit us online at buyherepayhereusa.com or call us at 877-794-A-CAR.
The Village Bake Shop, celebrating 50 years in business here in the beautiful Village Green Town Center, just behind the Starbucks here at the corner of Keith and Inman Street, with all your wonderful goodies and baked items and cakes. Hey, wait, there's Tea Cookie, Miss Teresa Gilbert herself. Come here, Teresa.
Hi, what's going on?
Well, what's going on with the bake shop?
Oh, all kinds of sweet, delicious things.
Of course. Including my favorite, the Tea Cookie Special.
And brownies. We're doing a lot of weddings right now. Yes, and Father's Day's just around the corner. We make cakes with fisherman scene, hunting, all kinds.
Whatever
for
you
your
want.
Man.
Come to the Village Bake Shop for all of your baking needs and those wonderful fresh donuts every day.
We're open every day from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And give us a call at 423-476-5179.
That's the Village Bake Shop, celebrating 50 years in business in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee.
Thank you, guys.
Come see Tea Cookie. I love you, thumbprints.
Financial Recovery, licensed and bonded collection agency, located right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Give them a call at 423-473-7670. Small town service with big city results. A full service medical, commercial, retail, and individual collection service. Celebrating 10 years in business. Call Financial Recovery at 423-473-7670 to help you with your accounts receivable and past due invoices. Financial Recovery, 423-473-7670. Dr. Christopher Chase, with Associates in Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, now in Cleveland on Wednesdays at 2350 Ocoee Street. Call 624-0021 for an appointment now. Certified by the American Board of Surgery and the American Board of Plastic Surgery. Offering facial procedures, body contouring, skin resurfacing, and specializing in breast augmentation, including the newest transumbilical or belly button augmentation for less scarring, ladies. Call Dr. Christopher Chase for an appointment now, 624-0021.
Yes, we're back live. Who can we have on the phone here with us today?
How you doing, bro?
Yeah, you must have the wrong number. This is Steve Hartline. Are you trying to reach 104.1? It's Brad White. Braves sportscaster, ladies locker room cameraman, operator, and also at the Bradley High School. The kids camp at YMCA. Brad, what's going on?
Hey, we're under a storm flash flood warning until 6.
Great. Wow. We survived the lightning. Now we're going to drown.
Interesting.
Okay.
Hey, don't forget, Whoop on Wheels comes on tonight.
Okay, what time?
6.
6:30. Yes.
Fundraising.
Hey, I got. There's 2 warnings I need to give you.
Go ahead.
Bradley and Polk County.
Okay.
Those, they're warnings at the high school, or?
No, bro.
Oh, for the warning of the flooding.
Bradley, Polk, and McMinn.
For flooding.
Yeah.
All right. Where'd you get?
Different counties.
Yeah. Where'd you get that?
You go to WRCB.com.
Oh, what if you don't like Channel 3? I don't like Channel 3.
You go to Channel 3, you get on that website.
Oh, okay. Matador, get on Channel 3 over there for me. Go ahead and kick on your computer. Track it down for me. Google it.
Yeah.
Matador's reading a handout from third grade. He still reads from his teachers. All right, well, all right, Brett. We got it, buddy. You stay out of that pool over there at the VFW or the Y.
All right.
Okay. Hey, Brett. Call Mark. He didn't call Mark.
Okay.
What you reading about over there? I see you got something printed out over there for us.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what it is. This is going to be going on at the museum at 5 Point.
Where'd you get that information?
I just picked it up.
Where was it?
It's pertaining festivals and boosts 3 dozen artists.
From vegetables?
That will include a host of activities and events for the family and art lovers alike.
Oh, that's good, and that's at the museum center.
Okay, this Friday.
I guess. I have no idea.
We'll preview a party that will kick off this weekend for $10 charge at the museum. Members attending for free.
And is that you're talking about
Timeless.
something else or the same thing? Or?
Appalachia.
Okay.
It's a party that begins to host by the Museum Gold.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Have you changed it, or we still?
This is the opportunities to get some early bids shopping done with these.
Boy, we could use this time for like sponsors,
accompanied by the live
or emergency
music
information.
And the, What are you doing?
I'm just trying to talk to the people while you ramble around.
But
over
you didn't
there.
have to block me out of this point of view, homie.
I know that's
Why you act like that?
Very serious. I need a.
Don't you
we
wanna
need a cupcake
apologize?
or something, don't we?
My turn. Don't you want to apologize for doing that?
No, huh? Go ahead and explain what you're talking about.
No, you're doing fine. You missed one stroke, you were mine, homie.
That's right. You got it, boy.
Okay.
Hey, Matador, we never did get over what you were. What was wrong with you yesterday and why you weren't here at the station?
Oh, now you want to interrupt me for this activity that I was going to give here?
I know I hate that for you, but I guess our people are just going to miss out.
Yeah.
All this information you're mumbling that they can't understand what you're saying.
Well, how can they with you mumbling over me? So do unto others as they do to you. You don't mind if you mumble a little bit now.
Well, I guess I try not to since we're
Well,
on the radio.
speak up then.
Mando, are you afraid of aliens? Not illegal aliens, but aliens from another planet. I wonder if they're legal. I wonder if they would be illegal. I guess they would be if they did step foot on ground and didn't have their correct paperwork. I just wondered if you were... most Americans are not afraid of aliens. If they ever land, we're just not afraid of them. And why should we be? If they had the ability to fly in a flying saucer billions of miles without us even seeing them, and or live among us as a cat, as I suspect, why should we be afraid of them? Because they could have already zapped us and wiped us out and cleared this planet for their gardens.
Go ahead.
Or prostitution, whichever comes first.
Hey, you want to scramble your head like that? Why you do that scrambling, man?
Hey, Mendor, we need to call up to the Ocoee area and find out if all those fires are out because of this, the rednecks that build their fires and cook their hot dogs over their burning garbage in their little burn barrel with a fake grill on top. I wonder if this rain got up there and put them out. I guess so, since we're having flooding. According to Brett, we're having flooding in Polk County, so hopefully it put out all the fires up there on Chilhowie. You know how to pronounce the mountain up there, Matador? Chilhowie.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's an old Indian name for, damn, this river's cold and I should have worn underwear. Chilhowie.
Excuse me.
Why are you shooting me a bird with that big old...
I did not understand.
Your fingernail looks like a big almond joy.
Is that right?
I mean, an almond. Good Lord, I think I could cut that with a hacksaw.
Well, the index finger on a brother can just about tell what size neighbor card he has.
Hey, what about this old boy that put his wife in the yard down in Alabama, down in Stevenson, Alabama, Matador, and buried her out in the yard? Real nice, real nice fake plants. I mean, flowers. Do black people do that? Do black people go to the store and buy these fake roses and flowers and go stick them out there? So, like, even in the winter, they got these little fake flowers. That, to me, that's so tacky. But his really did look nice, like Graveyard Diva said. It was a very beautiful front yard. Maybe if he'd put it in the backyard, they would have not seen it. It might be a little gaudy. The tax guys are coming along saying, your house isn't worth much because you live next to the guy with the fake mausoleum in his yard. And also your drain water is going into your, her dead body is decomposing and going into your well water, so you're drinking that. It might be a problem, too. But I'm just saying, I'm sure down in Stevenson, Alabama, it doesn't really matter there. Most of those kids are web-toed anyway.
You are one disturbed cookie.
I'm just saying if you're listening.
Well, you just, it's amazing.
Hey,
Hey,
Matt, who's going to be on the CBS Evening News tonight, by the way?
Well,
locally, a local person.
That's going to be your radio disc jockey that's been on ever since 19.
And what's his name?
Just wait a minute, I'm going to tell you. He's been DJing since
I can't hear you.
He's been DJing since 19 in the middle 60s, I think, is when he first started.
No, I think it was before that. I think Pearl Harbor was born
you're
bombed
talking
before I was
about
born.
our Luther then.
Luther Massengill.
Everybody loves Luther.
Luther. I love him when he gets on in the morning and he'll be on like Channel 12 and they'll cut into him live and he'll have just Band-Aids on his head where he's cut himself shaving on his head or something. He doesn't care. And he's got an old typewriter, Matador, an old manual typewriter, and that's all he uses. He doesn't care about all this. He doesn't know how to use the internet. He just gets these old faxes and reads them. And notes, reads them off toilet paper. And you're just reading away about something that doesn't mean anything, and I wish you wouldn't waste my time. Okay. So anyway, we've got to find out, Matador. I guess we could do it now. We could go ahead and call and find out if the Charlie Snyder night at the V is either A, Friday the 13th, B, Monday the 16th, or as you request, would they please change it to Saturday the 14th? You think that'd be even better, so that neither of their information's right.
Okay.
Or would you rather me call and ask if you can have a cookie from Tea Cookie? How come the number I have for the VFW is a different one than I had in the paper? I don't know. Let's try them and see. I'm also getting text and messages from all my friends who obviously are not very smart. They seem to forget that I do this thing. Matador, did you hear this?
Why not go ahead and let the KKK clean the road?
Matador, should we make the KKK clean up their road?
Well, if that's what they want to do, it's not. Wild horses couldn't keep them from doing it. That's a powerful drive that they got, and ain't nothing gonna stand in their way, homie.
You know what they want to do? You know how you can adopt a highway?
Just a small piece of land that they want to clean up. What's
a
wrong with that?
a mile highway. They want to take it down in North Alabama, I believe, or is it North Georgia? I can't remember, but they wanted to. They put in a petition to adopt, like a high school or a group of Kiwanians or anybody can adopt a mile of roadway or highway, and you agree to keep it clean. Well, we had agreed to keep our show clean. That doesn't mean we're going to. So they could agree to clean up the road and hang their little sign up and just not clean it up. And what kind of retribution would we have, or would the city have, to make them go do it?
Why not go ahead and let the KKK clean the road?
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
You recognize that voice?
Nope.
You don't know who that is?
Who is that?
Why not go ahead and let the KKK clean the road?
Nope, I'm not familiar.
That's Doughball, your former morning co-host.
Activity programmer.
Hey, how come he refused to work with you in the mornings anymore, I wonder?
That's because we shoot a couple of blind sides. I have my opinion.
They wouldn't get you the coffee and donuts like they would for Mark, would they?
Well,
I know the feeling. They don't give me crap either. I have to bring my own iced tea in every
That's why
afternoon.
you hard on me like that. You want to put your foot on the brother, don't you?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
No, not really.
You just got to mess with somebody. You know, and I'm getting plumb tired of that, too, man. That's why I'm going to bring in the KKK organization and tell them what you've been doing to the brother.
So you're going to bring in the KKK and turn them on me?
Yes, right. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, those guys must really have an open mind.
Well, you know, they're a great organization. You know, they don't take no wooden nickels from nobody. That's why I'd be digging on them. I want the autograph.
Do you ever go to their barbecues?
I sure do, but they don't never wear the hoods. At that time, but anyway, never mind.
At the end of the barbecue, do they start chanting and building a big fire and
you don't know
looking
who's
at
in
you?
the hood anyway. I mean, you don't know who's in the hood. I mean, after all, you wouldn't know if it's in the hood or not. It might be some colored people's in the hoods these days.
Where?
You think I'm driving?
I don't believe that a damn bit.
Well, I'll tell you what, you never know, by God. It's an honor to form a more perfect union with tranquility and liberty for even one of us.
Even the black peoples.
That means you have to form a more perfect union with the tranquility and liberty and justice for us all, to overcome the obstacles that sometimes are laid before us before the uncertainties lie before us. We want to make sure that the pavements are clear where we can have a walk to our designation. Our forefathers said, give me liberty or give me death. Then give me the equal opportunity, my brother, to overcome the obstacles maybe a little different than you. Look, Mr. Schmuck, it's up to you to prove a point. You can use force or you can use a gesture. But whatever route that you take, my brother, we're going to do it together. Whether you like it or not, home skillet. Next page.
Matador.
All right. I think I said it all in one page.
Hey, Matador, are you ready for the Backyard Barbecue Bash coming up, the Kansas City Barbecue Society State Champion event? A new thing for Louis Alford, very excited about for the Foothills Country Fair.
And it's going to start July the 27th through the
26, 27, 28, and 29. 4 days here at the end of July.
It won't be long.
No, just a couple of weeks away. It's time for you to start practicing lifting the grill lid up and down.
Nope. After you did me last year, I would never stand beside you, your grill again.
Well, thank you.
You did that for a reason.
What? Go have a drink?
It's just, I remember that my granddaddy went and told me about this Caucasian man went and sold this Negro man a mule that wasn't no good.
Now, why would a white man sell a Negro man a mule
But
that
you
wasn't
know
no
what?
good?
That Negro had a way of working with that mule, and him and that mule became a great team. They plowed overtime,
Well, see,
double time.
he should be thankful for that white man.
And that mule went and did a good job. But after 2 seasons of getting ahead of that white man with that mule, the white man thought he'd go down and ask him what he want for that mule he had. And he said, well, I just bought it from you a few years back. There's no way I'm going to sell it back. Besides, me and him was working very good together. Later on that night, he snuck back snuck back down to the barn and went and poisoned that boy's mule. Now, that ain't right.
That damn white person.
Yeah, he didn't have to do that.
Why didn't he just steal the mule?
Well, they'd rather go ahead and put him on it, set the little brother back a little bit, I guess you could say.
Well, you know the white man always trying to keep the black man down.
Sure do. I wonder what makes you, and you're a great example.
How's that?
You're a great example. Anything I have to do, you have to cut the music up, man. Anything that I do.
Okay.
Okay. No, solid.
I can keep you down.
Yeah.
Black man.
That's what I'm saying. Get your foot off the boy. Let him breathe.
Let me pull the hook out.
Yeah. Get your foot off of him. Hey.
See, I'm in charge.
You sure are. And you're going to get to carry the weight too, brother. Believe me. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. We
Pass
need
me
some
the
music,
peas.
don't we?
Yeah, pass me the peas and potatoes.
Speaking of that,
and don't you sneak
what are you
down
gonna
there
wrap
and mess
in
with my
bacon?
mule, huh?
What are you gonna wrap in bacon tonight and fry?
Oh no, because you'll have to go home and do the same thing. See, you want to get you a New York strip too, homie?
No. You know what I was gonna have last night, Matador?
What's that?
I'd worked out. I just want to go home and eat me a little bit of homemade tuna fish dress. Tuna fish salad left over. I was just gonna eat that with a few
You can put a
crackers.
lot of pickles in it. In your
I sweet relish. Yeah.
sweet relish.
Yeah. You told me you put dill pickle. You don't put dill pickle in
You can't
tuna
be
fish salad.
kosher, man. And tuna fish.
Tuna fish.
Oh, I was thinking of something. Yeah, and tuna fish, you got to have the right kind
Sweet
of
pickle.
pickles and onion.
Sweet pickle relish.
And then you put you some bell pepper in there. And
I
then some
did.
cayenne pepper.
I did.
And then you want to sprinkle a little spoonful of sugar. Not a spoonful, but just a little twig of sugar off
No,
in
no
there.
sugar.
And then with
A
red
little bit
crackers.
of lemon juice.
Now, little lemon juice, and then get your whole pack of red crackers and some lettuce and put around it, make it real pretty.
No, I don't do that.
And it make it taste pretty too when it's real pretty.
Well, I got it out.
Well, I should have told you that, Mr. Bojangle.
Put
Now,
me
go
some
ahead.
wheat Ritz in there.
Mm-hmm.
Had me some pickled.
Pig feet.
No, you missed out yesterday because P-Dad brought me some
Nah.
cucumbers and tomatoes.
Ah.
And naturally, that he didn't bring you any because he heard you weren't here.
Mhm.
But he brought me some, so I took it home, chopped me 2 cucumbers, chopped them up, put them in the bowl with some vinegar and honey and
Oh,
garlic
wait a minute. Honey.
and pepper.
Why you don't put honey in?
Because I don't use sugar, you know that.
Because you know there's somebody going to try to put some honey.
Because I'm sweet enough.
And that's why I'm trying to tell you, if you want a quick suntan, just take this gas and just swab
Rub it on your skin.
Yeah,
I know.
rub it on real nice.
What's that got to do with making cucumber salad?
Well, you want to tan real quick, don't you? It ain't going to burn your
Look
skin.
how tan I am now.
Nah, it ain't going to burn your skin or nothing. Look at you. Come on, chocolate stuff.
So I put a tomato in there
You've been
too.
using that gas, ain't you? Yeah.
I've been listening.
Yeah, you know what to
Hey,
do.
do you know that I've walked around with chicken manure in my shoe for 3 days, and when I got out, I put a coal in my mouth.
Did you
and wore a
believe
big
it?
helmet, and then my neck has grown a half an inch.
Well, you got to drink buttermilk to make it really work. See?
That's what I left out.
Drink some buttermilk.
I wonder why I had the diarrhea.
That'll stretch you out there.
But anyway, Matador, I had
All
that. I had my that for my kind of side, and then I was going to eat my little bit of leftover tuna fish I hadn't eaten, and that was going to be my supper. And then if I was hungry, I'd eat a little popcorn later. But I put it down on the table, went back to get me a drink of ice water, came back in there, and I heard this noise. And I have 2 dogs, and one of them's a little nervous, and he's always worried about what his sister's getting
Is
into.
that your little alligator dog?
Alligator.
Yeah.
Well, Gator's
Oh,
a little.
one of them's growing, the other one ain't it?
Well, no, the girl's passed the boy up. She weighs about a half pound more now.
Oh, so she's getting
She weighs a little over 30 pounds, and he weighs 29 and a half.
You kidding me? Not them little puppies. They ain't even a yearling and wearing all that.
Hell, they're just now 4 months old.
Well, you must be blowing them up. What's the matter with
No,
you?
they don't eat. They won't eat. They like human food. They just sit there and look at me when I'm eating my sandwiches. And
then
I
you
put their
give
little
them
dry food out there, and they won't eat.
So you got to give them what you eat. That's
no,
what
they
had to do
take it.
animal.
They just take it, like your klepto neighbors. They just take what they want.
That mean they like you when they take it from you.
But see, I'm stupid enough to keep inviting them in to sit down while I eat.
Mm-hmm.
So I go in there to get my water. I come back, and she's on the table licking all the tuna fish salad out of my bowl.
Well, did you find that interesting?
Oh, I screamed loudly, scared the other one to death.
But do you let them French kiss you too?
I threw them outside, not when they're licking their butt.
Yet after they lick their butt, you let them lick their butt?
No, we wait till after they finish licking the butt.
Lord, I declare.
You know, they said I'm going to get worms if I do that.
Well, you still got that mentally retarded cat that jumps on you after you get out the shower.
Yeah.
You got some Chi-Chi. That's a far out cat too.
Chi-Chi's like Kato on the.
What about them mentally retarded raccoons that you got out there?
They kind of thinned out now with the dogs chasing them every night.
Oh, so they'll be whooping them dogs for you.
Plus, Cinnamon gets nervous if she won't let me feed them anymore because she's scared it'll bite the puppies.
Oh, well.
So I feed them out in P-Dab's bird feeder that he gave me.
Well, you don't keep them in the house pooping, do you?
No, I'm not like you. I don't like my poop in my bed.
Okay, you know they'll squirt in your bed if you do that.
Now, they've had a few accidents here and there.
Yeah, they're going to
But they're old enough now to figure
They're babies, they know.
Now, if they want to go out and I've got the door shut because it's raining, they'll come over and just, I got to go.
Then you got to make sure that they don't inbreed, so you got to have that little girl plugged up or something.
No, I noticed something funny today about that. Now
they still trying to play, but they don't know what to do.
Well, he's getting a little nervous, and he doesn't know what to do, and he kind of jumping up on the wrong end.
Well, puppies do it.
Well, maybe he's doing it on purpose. He might be smarter
Well,
than
you know,
me.
puppies going to do that. Puppies play. Puppies play. You know that now.
Yeah, they will.
But you need to have her hog-tied before...
I'm going to have her hog-tied and him ball-sized.
Well, just let him alone. He'll be all right for a few more years, but you need to get her
no, I don't believe he's
sewed up.
I believe he's already got it on his head.
Oh, you're a disturbed person.
Hell. Let's take a break.
Next
It's
page.
20 minutes till 5. We're going to have a half-ass live drive jive at 5 today, so be listening. The Matador's back. He's not in full form. He's a little tired, so we're going to try it. We're going to give it hell today a little bit. We got some calls to make.
Don't you listen to them. In a few minutes, you'll be able to spit your glass of tea on everyone who's standing in front of you.
And we want you to go to Shane's Rib Shack.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you want, Matador? Rib platter, or just a big old sandwich?
I want a sandwich about my size.
A jumbo pork sandwich with
barbecue
pork
sandwich.
and beans and potato salad.
Fried okra.
And I'll just take a whole slab of ribs.
Yeah, I'll change my order too. Give me the spare ribs too.
And we'll take a whole slab of ribs with the I'll have the French fries and slaw. And if you could, maybe some bread and some sauce, on the side. If you could, bring that down here before 6, though, because, every time I get somebody to bring me something, they get here too late, and then the people that work in here after I leave, they get all the food.
And it's on you.
No, I'm not paying for it. This is donations for the Dustin Ledford. They're having a thing over there. It started at 4 o'clock, Matador, and everything they sell from 4 to 8 tonight. 10% of the proceeds are going to go to the Dustin Ledford fundraiser.
Scholarship.
Goes in his scholarship fund thing, yeah. And I found out that golf tournament.
Well, who is the scholarship fund for? His family members?
Well, I guess a kid that's at school every year. They'll pick somebody that goes to his school.
They get a scholarship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's a cool thing. And also, they're having. I mentioned to Debbie that they're having a big golf tournament on the 28th. That is July the 28th out at Chatham Valley.
Okay.
And that's only $45 a person to get on a team out there and
that's
hey,
gonna
have
be
fun.
Sunday.
And Shane's Rib Shack's going to be out there with food and everything.
Well, no,
that is on July the 28th.
That's around a little bit. So
no,
kick off.
Maybe they'll give us some food if we go out there.
Well, I figured we could bike ride out.
July the 28th is a Saturday, Matador. I'm sorry you don't know many of your days, but
I said it was on a Sunday. By the way.
You're not an idiot savant, are you?
No, I'm a persistence.
So you're not an idiot savant?
I'm somewhat like George Washington cutting down a cherry tree.
Well, you don't even have wooden teeth, so I don't know if that'll work.
Well, you just keep chopping till you finally get through.
If at first you don't succeed, you keep on sucking till you do succeed.
Till you do succeed.
Yeah, so if you want to go to the Shane's Rib Shack tonight, we'll call them in a little while and put in our order and see who'll pay for it and bring it to us over here. And don't forget, 10% everything you spend tonight goes to the Dustin Ledford. Danny and Kim Ledford's son that was killed 2 years ago today. Go out there to Shane's Rib Shack, and I was going to call when we called there. I asked them how they're involved, if they were friends of the family or how they're involved, because I know they're involved in this. They're helping do that, and on the anniversary of his death tonight. And also, they're involved in the big golf tournament coming up. They're going to provide the barbecue for that lunch out there. But that's on the July the 28th. If you want to go to that one, it's $45. The number to call is 716-1960. 716-1960. Call up Danny and go ahead and put your reservation in for that golf tournament. You'll probably see me in the Matador there. It's going to be a wild time. Hey, let's take a break. We'll be back for the live drive Jive at 5. Stick around. It is a beautiful Tuesday, July the 10th, 2012, 4:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the Matador is back.
Yeah.
That's right. His brain's a little slow. His eyes are a little yellow.
Hey, wait a minute.
But he is a fine and little small chocolate fellow.
I beg your amputation.
Reach up on your head and knock off this Hershey bar from my shoulder.
Alrighty.
Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it?
All right.
Can you see this Tootsie Roll?
I got the point, homie. I got the point. Pinocchio, I got the point. Needlessly to say, anywhere it go, we're going to be damned if we do. We're going to be damned if we don't. So I think the best thing we could do is just roll with the flow and hope that everything is going to work out the best way it can for us all.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes. Well, my house is like that. It's like a little coffin. I mean, it's completely dark in there. Even though I do put bright lights on, 100-watt bulbs, it's still dark in there. I don't know why.
At Buy Here, Pay Here USA, under the blimp, we would like to invite you to a better car buying experience. We have a 6-month, 6,000-mile powertrain warranty, and ask about our auto pay program, where you can earn free oil changes every 90 days for the life of your loan. We have small down payments, and we'll even finance your sales tax and tag. Carfax is available, and in most cases, we'll have you driving away in your new car in less than an hour. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Cleveland or Dayton today, or visit us online at buyherepayhereusa.com or call us at 877-794-A-CAR. Are you looking for the best beer and cigarette prices in Bradley County? Well, look no further than Tom's Fuel Mart. That's right, look for the red and yellow signs. 25 feet from the street, 4 locations in Cleveland to serve you. At Tom's Fuel Mart number 4, that's right there near the Cleveland Speedway. You get the best homemade biscuits, sandwiches, and that includes the best fried bologna sandwiches in town. Just ask the Matador. That's right, Tom's Fuel Mart, where you can find 100% gasoline. That means no ethanol, folks, for your lawnmowers and small engines. Do it. With locations on South Lee Highway, Wildwood, and North Ocoee, Tom's Fuel Mart, with the red and yellow sign 25 feet from the street, is ready to serve you. Yee-haw!
Financial Recovery, licensed and bonded collection agency, located right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Give them a call at 423-473-7670. Small town service with big city results. A full service medical, commercial, retail, and individual collection service. Celebrating 10 years in business. Call Financial Recovery at 423-473-7670 to help you with your accounts receivable and past due invoices. Financial Recovery, 423-473-7670.
U.S. Money Shops.
When money's tight, you'll be alright.
Cause relief's inside at U.S. Money Shops.
Glocks, and more Glocks. U.S. Money Shops has just received a large selection of pre-owned Glock 22s and 23s, all 3rd generation with 3 magazines and night sight, starting at just $399. $399! These Glocks will not last long at these prices.
Arm with us.
We'll earn your trust.
Sell to us without any fuss. Buy from us.
You can rely on us.
At U.S. Money Shops, there is no shortage of guns. So if you're looking for the best deal on firearms, then check us out first. U.S. Money Shops. Wide selection, great prices. So hurry on down to one of our 9 convenient locations. Visit us online at usmoneyshops.com for the one nearest you.
Buy or sell or apply today. The better way at U.S. Money Shops.
U.S. Money Shops. Buy, sell, pawn, we do it all.
Now that's my kind of music. I can live with that. That kind of gets you in the soul. It opens up your mind. It's clear to understand. Now I'm game for that. Now listen, and believe it or not, the Matador's going to be here to motivate you into a brighter day. Hopefully with a little help from my friend.
Yep, one day at a time.
That's right, my brother of another mother. One day at a time.
You have a good one.
Okay, heads up.
Bye.
Okay, my Cleveland airs, we're moving in nice 7 knots here, gently down the stream. And we're looking forward to the sun coming out as soon as it can, but I'm not going to complain about this overcast. We're just going to have to deal with it. Well, I don't know if my heart was in it or not. But anyway, what I did, I had a pair of trans glasses that turn dark when you in the sun. But I accidentally wiped them with a Pyrex wipe, and I noticed they had a cloud on them, and then after that they began to see spots in them. So don't ever wipe your glasses with a Pyrex wipe. It is really hard on them. And another thing that came to mind, I thought that I'd put my Porsche plate into some, I think it was Mr. Clean. And I kept them overnight, and I accidentally dropped them in the sink, and it broke in half. Okay, I got them fixed. Well, 6 weeks later, I think I did it again. I put them into Mr. Clean, kept them overnight, and somehow they fell out of my mouth again, and they hit the carpet and they broke. I said, oh, these things are no good. So I finally went to the guy that was fixing them for me. He said, well, would you soak them in something? What kind of denture cleaner do you use? I said, well, I just use Mr. Clean. He said, oh, you don't supposed to put your dentures in Mr. Clean. That's not for, that's for floors, not and white counters, not your teeth. So anyway, I've had them now for, my dentures been fixed for the last year without being broke, because I stopped using Mr. Clean in them. But don't ever put your dentures or your Porsche plate in Mr. Clean. It makes them real fragile. You drop them on anything and they'll break.
Right now, our good buddy Fro Daddy from Whoop Radio 99.9 and on the internet, he's going to get up here and sing you a little song we wrote together along with Lou Effie. So get up here, son, and sing on that pretty song we wrote.
2 for the pushing, 2 for the show, 2 big buns and she's ready to go. She's got a great big hiney, a great big hiney. She got a great big hiney on a little bitty hoe. She's got no desire to be tall and thin. She wants the biggest butt that has ever been. She got a great big hiney, a great big hiney. She got a great big hiney on a little bitty hoe. You can't help but look when you see her fanny. It'll make you wonder where she buys her panties. Great big hiney. She got a great big old hiney. A great big hiney on a little bitty hoe. Let's go. Come on, Steve. The smoother the motion. When she takes you out, you better bring some lotion. A great big hiney. She got a great old big old hiney. She got a great big hiney on a little bitty hoe. Yeah. Woo, just for Fro. Thank you, little anus. Good job, Steve. Woo! W-O-O-P, Fro Daddy. I see you there. Whoop!
This next little number we're going to do is a sing-along, and we wrote it about our favorite subject, drunk girls. And it's simple. When I point to you, all you gotta say is girls, drunk girls. They're the dream of every man. Girls, drunk girls. find them anywhere you can. I'll point to you. Girls, drunk girls, they're the dream of every man. I said, girls, drunk girls, find them any way you can. Find them in the bathroom, at the local bar. Hope to goodness they don't throw up in your car. I said, girls, drunk girls, they're the dream of every man. Girls, drunk girls, find them any way you can. You get them with a Cadillac, a Jaguar, or a Ford. I once had a drunk girl on her ID board. I said, girls, drunk girls, get them any way you can. I'll play one song. Girls, drunk girls, they're the dream of every man. Girls, drunk girls, find them any way you can. Get them in the kitchen and you get them in the hall and you get them in the bedroom till they're sliding down the wall. I said, girls, drunk girls, get them any way you can. Girls, drunk girls, they're part of my plan. I've had them in the backseat, I've had them in a tent. The best I ever had, she even paid my rent. I said, girls, drunk girls, they're the dream of every man. Girls, drunk girls, get them any way you can. I found them in the alley, puking up the guts. Those kind usually turn out to be nuts. But girls, drunk girls, they're the dream of every man. They're the dream of every man. Find them any way you can. Oh yeah. You know, here's a real serious little true story song. Happened to my neighbor Miss Kerr and her crackhead son-in-law. Stole lots of TVs and VCRs. One time I heard he even robbed a bar. Took a car in Memphis down to Alabama. Never knowed he'd wind up in the jam. Too dumb to care, even give a damn. I've been working real hard on the graveyard shift. I come home one morning and I started to miss little things such as my underwear, my diamond ring and grandpa's chair. Diamond ring, grandpa's chair. Well, you can't make bail from your mother-in-law if you're just another crackhead son-in-law. Well, the very next morning it began to seem a few more things have been taken from me. The CD player and all my DVDs, the stereo and my new big screen. Stereo and this new big screen. I got a phone call from same damn things happening to her. And now it wasn't just her quarter jar. Her son-in-law just stole her car. Son-in-law just stole her car. And I knew it was him as he was driving by. The wind was blowing as high as a kite. And I hollered, boy, get the car home soon. She done called the law on you. She done called the law on you. He was running from a cop when he run into another. The boy never learned nothing from his mother. He beat everything that we ever saw. He learned more that day from mother-in-law. Learned more from his mother-in-law. Well, he ain't too pretty with his broken jaw, but it's just another crackhead son-in-law. Well, I tried to help him a time or two, but you can't help if they don't want you to. He was bringing the law nearly every day, but the pipe had him down nearly all the way. Pipe had him down nearly all the way. In jail he got help from a lifer man. He said, boy, you wanna change, well, you know you can. And I'm proud of that boy, cause he started to care. He even brought back his mama's silverware. Brought back his mama's silverware. But you can't get bail from your mother-in-law if you're just another crackhead son-in-law. No, you can't get bail from your mother-in-law if you're just another crackhead son-in-law, 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 son-in-law.
You are listening to WOOP-LP, Cleveland, Tennessee. WOOP FM is a broadcasting service of the Traditional Music Resource Center, and we play America's original music.
Yeah. That door? No, you know what time it is, don't you?
Yes.
Huh?
Let's call it Jive by Drive.
The
At 5.
Jive by. It's the live drive, Jive at 5.
Well, you know it's live, Jive.
You got to be live.
You know, people are driving.
And we're jiving.
At 5.
So what's the name of the show?
Post time is at 5 o'clock, not 3 minutes after. Our Daily Double will be featuring Nuclear, who has a great outcome in this run today. Nuclear is pretty fast. You can make this run, this mile and 16th, in less than 2 minutes and 36 seconds. So we got a horse called On the Other Side, who's pretty fast. They tell me that this horse can do a 2:36. So we got two great runners here, horse number 5 and horse number 11. So we hoping that another day will come where Place First is a great horse. Everyone admires. But Forget Me Not is also a great horse coming out of gate number 2. That's going to be really whooping and driving at the top of the stretch. He knows just when to get at the quarter-mile pole and really whoop and drive it. So we are looking for a great race today. Post-time setting in 2 minutes and 46 seconds.
Get your tickets.
Yes.
Get your popcorn.
Peanuts.
Candy.
And don't forget the beer.
Last call for bets.
All righty. What we got here?
LP, Cleveland, Tennessee.
Well, Matador, hey, it's time for your phone to start ringing. Guess what time it is?
It happens all the time. This crazy love of mine.
Time for the live drive Jive-ify featuring the Matador, the funniest man in the world.
This side of the
La
Mississippi.
gente ansiosa espera el matador.
Matador, I've heard something on the air that was doing, Dr. Livingston was giving his own elixirs and remedies. And then Dr. Livingston, right at the end, he'll go, I'm the worstest doctor this side of the Mississippi.
Well, which means that he is pretty precise in his measurements of getting the proper cure for individuals who is masturbationally inclined of his true grit of healing. For instance, if you have zits on your chin or on your nose, did you know that you can strike a match and blow it out and put it quickly upon the part that has the infection on it?
I thought that was
and it would draw all of the venom out of that.
Sure, he didn't miss
that blackhead or whitehead.
You sure he doesn't have that confused with when his grandma used to do that and to get a tick to let go?
Well, for ticks, my homie, you just pour gas on them, and most of the time they will let go.
So you can get a suntan and remove the ticks at
well,
the same time.
Most people keep gas on hand, and you can use gas for all sorts of things. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can use it for suntan oil. You can also remove ticks and fleas off of your body when they're on there if you don't, when you come out of the woods from doing hiking. We would recommend that you would use take gas and just rub your body in it real good, and then you take a nice hot shower. And it remove all the insects that's trying to dig in. It works also. Just for a plain old headache, did you know that you could pinch your nose and lick the forehead and cure a migraine? But you got to know how to hold a person's nose. In some cases, you can, if you got long eyebrows, that's why the headache is there anyway. You can have your eyebrows cut off, and it also will get rid of a migraine headache. And it works.
Wow, I've never really heard that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't know that you could cut your eyebrows off and get rid of a migraine?
If you cut your eyebrows out?
No, excuse me. I mean, I got choked up. Now, you got to quit doing that now. But it does work for a migraine headache. Just cut your eyebrows off.
So cut your eyebrows out.
Yes.
Off.
Just cut your eyebrows off with a razor.
You shave them?
Yeah, just cut them off and you wiping your slate clean. See, what it is, it's a hair follicle. All of the pathogenic bacteria is in your eyebrows. See, your eyebrows has a muscle underneath of that. And once you cut them off, and you can take some alcohol and just wipe them real nice and get rid of a migraine. Some people have to keep the eyebrows cut off. That's why a lot of women cut theirs off and take a pencil and put them some more up there. But it works.
You know, I've never heard that.
Yes, that's one of my over-the-counter remedies that doesn't work for everybody, but somebody. Some folks it does. The biggest majority, let's say 78%, those remedies really work.
78%. So Reverend or Dr. Livingston's got a pretty good percentage there of things that work that he suggests. But why does everybody say he's the worstest doctor this side of the Mississippi?
Because I'm the best. Do you know a lot of people is overlooking stomach aches and headaches, but you can eliminate all of that by just getting some Gas X. A lot of people has poison gas in their anatomies, and the anatomy finds it so hard to digest. But just the over-the-counter Gas X, take you a couple of them babies, and you talking about gonna feel fine. You know, gas is the leading cause of some people think that they having cardiac arrest, but the doctor finally tell them that it ain't nothing but gas. Take it from me. Get you some Gas X and eliminate some of all that buildup in your anatomy and relieve some of that gas. You're like a volcano, got to erupt. And when it can't erupt, what does it do? It goes straight to your head or into your internal organs, and then you're gassed up. A tip from the Matador, Dr. Livingston. Gas kills. Get rid of the gas, and you'll get rid of your problem. Thank you.
Well, that
Today's
is free advice?
Free advice from Dr. Livingston. Over the counter and forgotten things that's been overlooked. And I'm making them clear for you to understand. Did you know that?
That sounds really good.
But do you know, my brother?